and remove your hats for the presentation of the colors by our ROTC and playing of our national anthem by the Cougar Band. cadets and the GCHS band, led by Ms. Kuneen. They are a very talented group of students. Welcome to the 2025 commencement ceremony. Go for it. Do it. On behalf of the Associate Principals, Mr. Steve Herman and Mr. Parker Salowich, the entire staff, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Derek Fisher, and the Garden City Board of Education, we extend our thanks to all of you for joining us here to celebrate the graduates for Garden City High School's class of 2025. What a feeling it is to see family, friends, and the community in the stands here to celebrate the accomplishments of the senior class sitting on the field before you. Your presence means the world to them and to us. At this time, I would like to introduce you to those dedicated individuals who have assisted Garden City High School in support of these graduates. Please hold your applause until all board members' names have been read. Board of Education President, Mrs. Jamie Boccaccio, Vice President, Mrs. Sarah Rafi, Secretary, Mrs. Jill Buderbaugh, Treasurer, Ms. Margie Sanders, Trustee, Mrs. Lynette Childress, Trustee, Mr. Scott George, Trustee, Mr. Chase Malloy. Now let's turn our attention to the architects of our graduates, the teaching staff at Garden City High School. Their dedication to the students that sit before you is unmatched. I admire their commitment to bringing education back to the forefront while honoring the needs of all of our students. As a community, let's take pride in knowing that our instructional staff is made up of talented professionals who focus on promoting academic excellence and helping students succeed. With the teaching staff of Garden City High School, no matter where you are, please stand and be recognized. And I know there's some of you over by the gate over there and by the gate over there and in the stands, so thank you. Joining us this evening on the sidelines are special teachers, coaches, and staff representing many aspects of our graduates' lives. These individuals, invited by our graduates, are here tonight because they have had a tremendous influence on our young people. It is a long-standing tradition for our graduates to honor these individuals for their service and commitment. Will the K-12 teachers, coaches, and staff who have been invited here tonight please stand and be recognized? In addition, I would like to introduce the staff members who are here representing our central office administration. These administrators and directors support our staff and students by serving in various departments and capacities that are necessary to deliver quality education opportunities for our students. Would the following individuals please stand? Assistant Superintendent, Mrs. Stacy Williamson. Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Steve Wisniewski. Director of Instructional Services, Dr. Alex McNeese. Director of Student Services, Dr. Stan Shatka. Director of Special Services, Mrs. Susan Smith. Principal of Cambridge High School, Mr. Mark Kay. And a special thank you also goes out to our mayor, Mr. Mark Jacobs. We are honored to have him as well celebrating this landmark occasion. Now you can clap. And last but not least, an extensive thank you to our entire buildings and grounds staff, starting with Mr. Jesse Emmons, the Director of Buildings and Grounds. We don't ever see him in a suit, so this is like a super momentous occasion. Give him a huge round of applause. along with our groundkeepers and maintenance staff, Ron Shelton, Tim Garrity, Matt Cotter, Bill Reinstein, Eric Thompson, Dee Benko, Chris Reed, Steve Sliger, Dominic Borg, and Dave Jackson. We appreciate the transformation you all give this place to make it pop for graduation day and every day. All right, and for old time's sake, East Side, can you hear me now? If you were here last year, we had some issues, so I'm just like, just a little hello. All right, now let's get on with those speeches, shall we? Our congratulatory message this year comes from Mr. Garrett Fuller, class of 2003. Please help me give a warm welcome back to tonight's guest speaker, Mr. Garrett Fuller. Garrett is no stranger to the halls of Garden City, though with all the changes we've made around here, he might get lost trying to find the office. The class of 2025 might even share a few teachers in common with him. Yes, some of our legends have been here that long. In fact, Miss Mator and I were lucky enough to be a chaperone at Sea Camp back in the day, and we're still recovering. A proud graduate of Garden City High School, class of 2003, Mr. Fuller has been performing and teaching improv professionally around Metro Detroit since 2004. He's a storyteller at heart, and these days he's also a viral content creator and the comic genius behind the many faces of Wayne County life, which has earned over 1 million followers across social media. He's creative, he's hilarious, and best of all, he's one of our own. Please help me welcome back to the stage and back home, Mr. Fuller.
Keep it going, Garden City. Come on, let me hear you. You're my home. I honestly can't believe I get to do this today. I'm not much of a speech guy. I'm more of an improviser. That's how I got here. So if I get emotional, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try not to, but I might fail. So back me up. Yeah, here we go. I finally get to talk to you guys here. I haven't gotten to do this yet, and I'm very, very excited. You guys have probably seen me around the past few weeks. I know some of you might know who I am, but probably most of you are like, who is this dude? What is happening? Before I talk to you guys, I want you to know how much I am you guys. So allow me to state my Garden City credentials to you. I was born and raised in Garden City, Michigan. The first house my parents brought me home from the hospital in is this little yellow house right behind Villa Bakery. That's the very first house I came home in. If you guys look over there, that's Douglas Elementary. You guys probably are familiar with it. There's a little side door over there, under that pavilion. That's the very first door I ever walked through to go to school here. You guys have no idea how much I am you. I went to Douglas, and from there I went to Farmington, all the way up through high school, where I graduated class of 2003, the class with the highest GPA in Garden City history, by the way. Shout out 2003. At least that's what they told me on that day, and I've just been hanging on to that for dear life. I grew up on the same streets as you guys. I grew up on Elmwood and Florence, and I rode my bike down Cherry Hill and drove my car down Ford Road just like you guys. Hung out at Garden City Park, and I hit up King Cone just like you guys. I am the most Garden City person that they could get to talk to you today. I mean that. This town made me who I am. My name is Garrett Fuller, and I'm in what we call today's world a content creator. And I used to not like that word or that phrase, I don't know, that term. And then after a while I kind of just leaned into it because I really love the word creator. Because that's kind of what I got to do. I got to create my own path. When I was first asked to give this speech to you guys, I was like super nervous. Shout out to Miss Matora out there, a fellow Garden City kid. She hooked this up. I had major butterflies in my stomach. I met with Miss Bono and Mr. Hurley and Miss Fair, and I told them, you know, I'm like a little unsure if I should do this speech, only because, guys, I didn't go to some big fancy university. I didn't go to any university. And I kind of told them, like, I don't know if I should be doing it. I kind of had an unconventional path. And they stopped me instantly. And we're like, yes, that's why we want you to talk to them. Because we now tell them, you're gonna just have to create your own path. And that put me at instant ease to talk to you guys today. It's like the path I've been creating this whole time was supposed to lead me to you here today. Because I can tell you right now from the bottom of my heart, this is the high point of my path, right here, being with you guys. I mean it, guys, I love you. But today you are starting your path, and as you create that path, I'm gonna tell you 3 things that I think you should feel as you go through it, okay? First thing I want you to feel is support, okay? Look around you. Try and spot your family up there. Look at your friends and stuff like that. Look at everybody here to support you. The mayor's here, you guys. Never forget that you guys have support. The path is long and it's gonna get tough, and sometimes you're gonna need someone to pick you up somehow. That's good. Ask for support. The more the better. Acquire the support. Ask for it, you guys. Trust me. There will be times where you're gonna have to do some checking around with the people in your life and be like, do you have my back? Can you do this? Like, do you think I can do this? You'll need it. That's good. Ask for the support. None of us, when we start out, know what we're doing out here. So we aren't expecting that from you guys at all. But please, feel free to ask for the support. The more support you have, the more confident you'll be on your path. I'll speed up. I feel it too. I feel it too. It's showering the garden right now. We're good. Second thing I want you to feel, confidence. I know that sounds weird and it sounds hard. Guys, I'm not a confident person. You can go ask my wife after the ceremony. You go ask her, hey, is Garrett a confident guy at home? She'll say no. I don't think you're born a confident person. I think it's something you have to work inside of yourselves, you guys. If you don't have a ton of confidence right now, that's okay. I believe it's something that you have inside of you that you have to build and build and build. And I can pinpoint one great way to build your confidence. Fail. And then try again. And then fail. And then try again. And then fail and try again, and fail and try again, and keep doing this. Keep failing and trying again. Repeat this until you no longer fear trying anything new, because you now have the confidence in knowing that failing and trying again was not the end of the world you thought it was going to be. Promising you guys, failing and trying is also the way you will find the thing you are passionate about. Because the thing you are truly passionate about, you'll know. Because it's the thing you love to keep failing and trying at. Third one here, this is a weird one, and this is also for the parents out there. I want all of us to start feeling fear. I know fear is a scary word and it has like a negative connotation, but guys, feel the fear. This goes out to all the parents as well. My sons, Calvin and Luke, they're here tonight. They're in high school as well. And guys, I'm scared. I feel the fear just like you. I'm a parent. I get it. But just like we expect our kids to face their fears, we must face ours too. Change is coming for all of us. So right here, right now, I'm giving every single person in here from Garden City the permission to never fear fear again. Embrace it. If you have butterflies in your stomach, good. I want you to have those. Butterflies in your stomach, you guys, that's a good thing. Because all the moments in life are worth remembering when you have the butterflies going through your stomach. Chase those moments, you guys. You're gonna have a ton of new things coming up and you're gonna have butterflies. Try and make me one promise. The next time you go through something and you've got those butterflies, lock it into your brain. Oh, you know what? The next time I have butterflies, I'm just gonna live in it. I'm gonna embrace it. And I'm just gonna see what happens. Because I'm telling you right now, you guys, nothing bad is going to happen to you. Feel the fear. Go through it. I'm telling you, it's the way. Most people run from them. They don't want to feel fear. Also, feel free to tell others when you're having the butterflies. This goes back to support. Always helps me. You guys think I'm not nervous up here? Like I don't have butterflies? Come on, you guys. I have them too. But I look to my support system. Garden City, make some noise if you support me. Fear's gone, you guys. When you have the confidence and the support backing it up, you can create your path through any fear. And lastly, I'm going to leave you with this. I want you to feel life. Enjoy it. You're young. Enjoy it now, right here, right now when you're young. This is the time to take those chances, you guys. Dream big. Go for everything you want. No dream is too big. I don't care if people are like, you're nuts. You're nuts. You can't do that. Yes, you can. Go as high as you can, you guys. And whatever you do, work hard at it. But at the same time, take a few extra minutes at your lunch break and hang out with some friends and laugh. You are going to see that so many people do not do that. Keep that young youthfulness in your heart. You're going to find things that you're naturally attracted to. Follow those. When you find the things you love, you'll know you're creating the right path. So go start creating your path. And on behalf of myself and every single person in here who knows what it's like to grow up a Garden City kid, congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you. The salutatorian for the class of 2025 is Miss Liliana Gutierrez. Graduating with an impressive GPA of 4.299, Liliana takes her academics seriously, which makes perfect sense when your goal is to study neuroscience in college. But she doesn't just excel in the classroom. Liliana has also been an ace on the tennis courts all 4 years of high school. And this year she earned all league honors. This fall she'll be headed to Michigan State University. Go green, go white. When asked about her favorite high school memories, she mentioned being part of the honor guard her junior year and spending a fun day with friends at Cedar Point. Ladies and gentlemen, let's serve it up for Liliana Gutierrez.
Good evening, family, friends, teachers, and fellow graduates. My name is Liliana Gutierrez, and I'm speaking tonight as Garden City High School's class of 2025 salutatorian. I told myself I would make this speech short, but I can't make any promises. I think oftentimes we get caught up with the anticipation of the moment ahead, rather than enjoy the thing right in front of us. I know we are all dying to walk across the stage and receive our long-awaited diplomas, but this moment, sitting together as a class, one last time, is a feeling we won't ever relive. I invite each and every one of you, whether you are on this field with me or watching from the stands, to appreciate the moment at hand and truly enjoy the ceremony. After today, our paths will diverge, our time in high school will become a memory, and we will all make our first steps into the futures we have dwelled on and dreamed of. It's easy to feel hesitant and unsure about the next steps following tonight, but I'm a strong believer that change is not a bad thing. Something I like to remind myself during a transition like this is that nobody really knows what they're doing. We might have plans regarding the colleges we are attending, the majors we've declared, and the careers we strive for, but only time will tell how our adult lives will unfold. We are all equally apprehensive, yet excited, for our futures past high school, but it's important that we remember to live for the moment in front of us. One phrase that was often shared between my friends and I this year was, "At the end of the day, it's night." I know it sounds like a dumb joke, but as senior year progressed, I began to realize how much comfort this phrase brought me. I found this year to be overwhelming and confusing, but hearing this phrase repeated from my closest friends made me realize that at the end of the day, it really is night. Nothing is that serious, and the sun will rise again tomorrow, regardless of how your day turned out. If you didn't have the best day, it's a good thing it'll be over when the clock strikes 12. But on the other hand, a good day is something you always want to make the most of. Pushing the cliches aside, I think it's important to recognize that living in the present is a gift that will make you appreciate life, including the smaller moments, so much more. I'll be the first to say that it's not easy. Getting caught up in our futures and our potential is a human thing to do, but learning to enjoy the present is sure to be rewarding. It's been a journey getting to this point, and all of the memories we've made, big and small, are what makes up our high school experience. In fact, I think the small moments are just as important as the milestone events. Sitting in AP Physics this year with some of my closest friends, working on anything but physics, is an experience I'll never get back, but I sure did enjoy it while it lasted. Our graduation today is only the surface of what this class can accomplish. No matter what future endeavor each of us hold for ourselves, whether it be university, community college, trade school, the military, or the workforce, I know we all have the potential to be successful individuals. Thank you to everybody who has shown up today to express your support for the class of 2025. On a more personal note, I'd like to take the time to thank my biggest supporters. First, thank you to my mom for always listening when I need it and instilling the idea in me that I can do anything I put my mind to. I value all the laughs we share and the endless support only a mother could give. Thank you to my older brother for letting me walk in your footsteps and giving me advice on the things I've not yet experienced. Now, for the second time in our lives, we will be attending the same school at the same time. Go Green. Thank you to my dad for showing me from a young age exactly what hard work looks like and reminding me of the importance of my education. I've never met anybody with a work ethic as strong as yours. Thank you to my closest friends, whether you're on this field with me or in the stands watching, for being my biggest supporters. I love you guys so much. Thank you for always being there for me and sharing the laughs and memories I'll cherish for a lifetime. You are all what I like to call my chosen family. Finally, thank you to my teachers who made this moment possible for me. I have to give credit where credit is due, and the truth is, none of us would be graduating today without Garden City's compassionate educators. None of the work you do goes unnoticed. Education is a very powerful thing, and it's something nobody can take away from you. Lastly, to my classmates, a message I would like to leave you all with is this: live in the moment, stay educated in whatever path you take, and celebrate, because all of us on this field accomplished something today, and we truly deserve it. Tonight only marks the beginning of our successes to come. Be sure to thank your supporters and give yourself credit for today. Congratulations, class of 2025, and enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
Great job, Liliana. Our valedictorian for the class of 2025 is Mr. Gavin Bender. Graduating with a first-class GPA of 4.417. You can clap for that. Go for it. Absolutely. I ain't getting that. Gavin is Garden City's first National Merit finalist in over 15 years. An incredible accomplishment that speaks volumes about his dedication and academic strength. So does all the stuff on his desk here. So he's been an avid member of AFJROTC all 4 years, where he's shown what true leaders look like. And he especially loved the drill meet competitions. They say if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. That couldn't be more true for Gavin. In his free time, he loves coding video games with his friends, and that passion is taking him to the University of Michigan to study computer science engineering. And who's yelling, "Go Blue" right now? Go Blue! And just in case all that wasn't impressive enough, he's also a second-degree black belt in karate. Talk about your discipline. Please help me congratulate and welcome our valedictorian, Gavin Bender.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much. Lovely weather we're having today. It's a little bit cloudy. Hopefully we won't get rained on, but we'll see. Or rained on more, I should say. All right, everyone. It is my greatest honor to represent our class as the valedictorian this evening. This accomplishment would have been impossible without the love afforded to me by my family, teachers, friends, and classmates over the last 4 years and beyond that. It's uniquely an honor to have my grandpa Tony, as his support and his story have been invaluable along my academic career. Growing up, I got to hear stories of how he grew up in Malta, and while I won't be able to tell it as well as he does, I will try my best. Ladies and gentlemen, next to my desk, I keep a small, old picture in a plain black frame. It sits on top of any medal I've ever earned, whether it's from martial arts, a drill team competition, or something academic. You see, when my grandpa grew up in Malta, you could say that prospects there were small. While we had this great large Garden City high school, he got a small part of a kitchen where he had to share with several siblings to study in. In his village, there was a competition every graduation year. Whoever had the highest score in a class would receive an incredibly valuable gift, the class textbook to keep. This was a high commodity at the time, though, to be fair, our college-bound classmates are now realizing these books haven't gotten much cheaper. Before he graduated, my grandpa had the highest grade in every single class. That picture on my desk shows him receiving every textbook from every subject. His determination for academia led him to the United States, where I could one day live a much better life. Learning that story has motivated me all throughout my studies. He has always encouraged me, always came over with freshly baked cookies, and always believed that I was the best. He told me from day one that I was going to become the valedictorian, and I don't think that he predicted it. I think he enabled it to happen. I wouldn't trade his love for the world, and so I dedicate today's speech to him. Thank you very much. I would also like to thank my Aunt Sherry and Uncle Frank, who watched me when I was little, encouraged me as I grew, and were always there to support me and celebrate my accomplishments. They are my second parents, and I always knew that if there was anything I needed, they'd be there for me. In 4th grade, my aunt had me write a letter to my future self, and the start of this letter reads, "Dear Gavin, hello, I am Gavin. When you are reading this, you have graduated high school. Congrats. Don't disappoint me." I think that congrats goes to all of us, and I don't think we've disappointed 10-year-old me. And to my awesome cousins, who, being an only child, have been the closest I have to brothers and sisters, my parents and grandparents, and my karate coaches, thank you for being an integral part of my life and education. To our staff at Garden City High School, I think everyone here can think of a teacher that has impacted them beyond their learning. Knowing that our underclassmen friends will have teachers that genuinely love and care about them fills me with a sense of legacy that is seldom afforded to people our age. Thank you to Ms. Kohler, our principal, and to Ms. Kohler's dogs, and to Mr. Salowich. Socks or no socks, we love you as an associate principal. And Mr. Herman, thanks for loving even the Ohio State fans as much as it pains you to do it. To all of our teachers, coaches, and because I was a cadet, JROTC instructors, thank you for always being there for us. I'm sure Mr. Hurley's sad right now, half because we're leaving, and half because he had 1,000 more Delta Mass he never got to assign us. Finally, I want to thank my fellow classmates. This year has been crazy. It's a nice car alarm, by the way. Together, we have participated in so many events, done so many assignments. I am glad to have always had you to lift me up, even when things simply felt impossible. Whether it was preparing for a physics test or for our biology project, reading hundreds of papers about money making on Jupiter. Thank you for being there all 4 years. My fellow classmates, we've been through a lot. We are about to experience the future at such a rapid and tremendous rate. But before we set off, I want to take a moment and look backwards. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you back to 2016. I'm sorry in advance. Fidget spinners, Harambe, and MLG were all the rage. We had Vine instead of TikTok, Flappy Bird instead of Block Blast. And this is the world we all shared. And that's not even the beginning. We have shared through every high and every low 12 incredible years together. That is a crazy amount of time. That is a 20th of the lifetime of the United States. And through all of it, even if you transfer to Garden City this year, we've all shared the wacky experience of growing up and inheriting the world. Things were not easy for us. In the middle of 7th grade, we started to hear about this wacky new thing called coronavirus. To add to the confusion, we also learned that year that corona meant crown in Spanish. Instead of running around the school with scrunchies and Stanley mugs, we started to hear running with the phrase, he has coronavirus, and she has coronavirus, and before long, they have coronavirus. It was a startling time for all of us, but at the time, it just felt so distant. I will never forget being in gym class and hearing, oh, coronavirus is just like the flu. All that stuff you hear in the news will be over in a week. After that day, we didn't go back to school for 2 years. We are the last class to see the high school during the pandemic. In the middle of the freshman year, we got the all clear to take the masks off. We walked into class with our masks, and when the bell rang, went to the next hour with them off. It was this surreal experience, almost like walking on an alien planet. The air once forbidden for us to breathe, but now, through some sort of miracle, was now open for us. And then our high school experience truly started. We settled into our schedules, found our spots in the lunchroom, and started to explore our hobbies. I got to be in classes with a lot of you, and with some in clubs like NHS or Student Council. For even fewer, I got to be in ROTC with, where we spent nearly every day together. You've all had a significant impact on me. I think we've all had impacts on each other. That kind of togetherness, even in the face of hardship from the pandemic, is what set our class apart. And now, we set a brand new chapter in all of our lives. You've undoubtedly heard it a million times already, but some of us will find ourselves off to school, others in the military or the workforce. Our class, once one unified body of students, is now being let loose to fly all over the world and leave our marks wherever our lives take us. This is our chance to make 2025 a famous graduation year and to embrace our incredible new freedom and maturity. For all our blessings, though, we also take on brand new challenges. 6 months from now, each of us will either be starting jobs that make one question their sanity, crawling through tunnels at our basic training, or staring at a college laptop filled with every horrible textbook ever written. We will have the distinct honor of working in markets that, like those weird healthy smoothies you see online, are going to disgustingly blend an Olympic level of competition with the empty boredom of professional life. We are going to participate in an economy where everything is twice, maybe 3 times the price as our parents. And one day, we'll get to pursue the American dream of owning a home. And we'll look on Zillow until we find one that's affordable, only to find that it's so small, it wouldn't even fit Miss Kohler's dogs. All of this is to say that the path ahead is not going to be easy. Our class had to persevere through a lot, and now it seems our reward is going to be yet more perseverance. If you are like me, you may have been a little distraught seeing the struggle of reality that is life. We have such great things happening before us, like this lovely wind, but also a dreadful level of challenge and uncertainty. To be honest, I didn't have an answer either. And that's when, on a Saturday a couple of weeks ago, I made the awesomely terrible decision to ask my parents for advice. The result of this left me more confused than ever. First, my dad said that the answer was perseverance. Take over the world. Work harder. Never give up. Find a way to be the best at your field and always push forward towards success. My mom said that that was a load of garbage. She said that everyone should be kind, respectful, and stop bullying above all else. In her eyes, overambition led to a lack of humanity. It was much better to focus on the human aspect and let all else follow. And there I was, faced with two completely opposite people, when I realized that I might be evidence for that opposites attract cliche. But then I started to think about things a little bit. We get pushed by kindness and ambition racing against each other every single day. Especially from social media, we are told all of the time that you need to focus on your career, your education, that you need to escape the monotony of working, that you need to invest, to grind, that you need to escape the matrix. But focusing entirely on ambition and forgetting the people around you results in a world without love. And, rather ironically, tends to also result in economic hardship. It's like Star Wars. You fall to the dark side, and suddenly, no one wants to work with you anymore. The light side isn't much better. You might be the nicest person in the world, but try to make a difference without an ounce of ambition. You cannot boast about world peace, ending hunger, and stopping bullying, while lacking the courage to do anything about it. So it seems that both sides of the coin have fatal flaws. This dilemma leads our generation seeking answers, and unfortunately tries to pull many into a third group, apathy. If a hyperfixation on ambition or kindness leads to ruin, it becomes appealing to instead focus on nothing. To get a job simply to work. To avoid both helping yourself and helping others. To donate only when the cashier asks if you want to help poor, starving children, and then stares at you blankly for 15 minutes until you finally cave in. To become simply ordinary, a life which some are okay with, but which others find terrifying. But what if I was to tell you that there was a fourth group? What if, instead of embodying the sides of the coin, we made something beautiful out of both? I'd assign a corny name for this group, but I'm afraid that's already been done for me. It's a word that is shoved down your throat all 12 years of school, without anyone telling you what it actually means. Leaders. These are the leaders you hear so much about. People who embody ambition, hold a purpose, but also hold people first in all that they do. Our heroes, our role models, our winners of all of the books. I don't need to tell you what it means to be in the fourth group, or how to embody it. That is for you to decide, by taking the best elements of kindness and ambition and combining them to create a personality uniquely excellent, uniquely successful, and uniquely you. My fellow classmates, the world ahead of us is one of amazing joy and opportunity. We have seen so many great things together, and I am incredibly excited to see what the future holds. Life will not be easy, has not been easy, but by combining both a dedication to ourselves and a love for each other, we can all persevere and thrive. And what better year to do that together than with the class of 2025? So, to all of my leaders, I wish you all an excellent future. Thank you very much.
All right, one more. Give it up for Mr. Bender, please. All right, Skylar, how long is your speech? All right. The 2025 class president is Ms. Skylar Brody. Skylar is no stranger to academics, graduating with an impressive GPA of 4.021, and she's a 13-year veteran of Garden City Public Schools. Her love of softball and strong academic performance have earned her a spot at Trine University this fall, where she'll major in psychology, minor in criminal justice, and take the field for the Trine Thunder softball team. Outside of school, Skylar enjoys spending time with friends, family, and her teammates. When asked about her favorite high school memory, she said it was goofing around in the school store and being part of the homecoming court. Please help me welcome the all-time home run leader in Cougar softball history, Miss Skylar Brody.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone. And thank you for joining us in celebration tonight for one of the biggest milestones in our lives. One that always seems so far away, and a day that we all have longed for since we can remember. Growing up, we'd always say, watch all the kids doing the cool things like driving, getting to go to the football games, and getting cool piercings and tattoos while we were stuck walking to places and wearing our cool new clothes from Justice and Nike. And now here we are, those cool older kids that we always looked up to. I remember being in middle school and talking to all my closest friends about how excited I was for high school and finally being that 16-year-old who has their license, driving around all her friends, those same friends I stand in front of today, looking at and wishing we were still those middle schoolers that were stuck in our headband phases and posting our Starbucks drinks on our stories. Or maybe that was just me. We've all seen each other go through all the phases of growing up, and one of the greatest things is that we got to experience them together. Although not all of us have probably been the closest of friends, we all know how much strength and dedication it takes to get to this day today. The hours of doing the hundreds of assignments that Mr. Hornbeck would assign, and being hopeful the curve would save our grades, or going into a geometry test hoping for a 50% or higher. Ask me, Miranda, and Tia about that one. And not to mention the terrifying thing that names contains of 3 letters, the SAT. All things that made us say, man, I cannot wait to be a senior. But none of us would be here without the people that kept pushing us even when we felt like giving up. Saying that, I want to give thanks to the people that helped me get here today. Mom and Dad, thank you for always attempting to help me with my homework, because for some reason, the way we learn things now is nothing like the way you guys learned things back then. Thank you for always coming to all my games and always being so proud of me for any accomplishment that I've made. My 2 biggest role models that I will forever be grateful for. Thank you to my 5 beautiful sisters that I always idolized when I was younger and still do to this day. Thank you for teaching me to never let anyone change the way I think about myself and giving me the best gift in the world of being an aunt. Thank you to my friend group that took me under their wings when I was just a freshman and showing me the ins and outs of high school and supporting me and being part of me growing up. Thank you to every teacher and coach who has had to listen to me complain about how stressed I was and saying how I seriously was so close to just dropping out because I was scared of failure, aka Mr. Hornbeck, Mr. Racine, and Coach Twami. Thank you to every teammate that has seen me at my best and worst, creating bonds with me that I will have for life. And lastly, thank you to my 2 best friends, Miranda and Madison. I want to thank you both for always being there for me through thick and thin, regardless of how much of an attitude I had with you guys and listening to me complain about the same things over and over again. I truly wouldn't be here today without you guys pushing me to be the best version of myself and being friends with me through all of the phases. I'm honored that all of you allowed me and believed in me to be the class president for the class of 2025. And Lily, thank you for being the best vice president I could have asked for and being the peace I needed through the millions of times I was overwhelmed with what senior year had to bring. I wouldn't have had anybody else as my vice. Coming in this year, I knew that it was going to fly by fast, but not just how fast. We're not just those 16-year-olds with license anymore, but now the 18-year-olds with diplomas going our separate ways and realizing our journey of growing up with each other is finally over. We will all watch each other grow up on Instagram and Snapchat and wondering how time passed us by so fast. I can't wait to see all the things that we've become and one day become parents and watch our kids' journeys begin. So to the class of 2025, thank you for trusting in me and Lily. Skylar, Bordy, out.
Congratulations, Skylar. Nice speech. Sorry, I got the wind here. Sorry, got to get there. All right. I'd like to give a shout out to some staff members who continue to devote a cosmic amount of their time and energy to support, inspire, and encourage the class of 2025. Mrs. Bonafiglio, Mrs. Fair and Mr. Hurley have worked hard to help make the class of 2025 senior year fun and memorable. Since, you can clap, go for it. Since Mrs. Bonafiglio left us a wee bit early to have a wee one of her own, Mrs. Lopez graciously stepped in to help finish off the year with senior events. And I'd like to add my gratitude towards her as well. We're grateful for all they have done to get our seniors ready for tonight. Speaking on behalf of our senior sponsors this evening, my friend and colleague, Miss Gwen Fair.
Well, we're here. All right. On behalf of Mr. Hurley and Ms. Bonafiglio and Ms. Lopez, we just want to say congratulations. You've accomplished so much, and we are incredibly proud of you. As you turn the page to your next chapter, we'd like to leave you with hopefully some short words of advice. Embrace the good. Grow through the hard moments. Let go of what doesn't serve you. Surround yourself with people who inspire you. And no matter what, keep moving forward. When fear shows up, just take advice from Pitbull. Face everything and rise, am I right? Your path might not look like other people's paths or the people sitting next to you. That's okay, life is not linear. Don't be afraid to change your direction. Choose happiness. Because happiness is not a destination, but it's a mindset that you carry with you. Be kind, be inclusive. The world thrives when we celebrate our differences. Don't compare yourselves to others, just keep becoming the best version of you. Find balance. Make some space for rest and family and your friends and yourselves. Remember that no one achieves greatness alone. Look around you right now. Family members, peers, teachers, everyone around you is here today to support you. So if you are a parent, a grandparent, a teacher, any family member, friend, if you're somebody who has supported somebody on the field today, I'd like you to stand up. I'd like you to, everybody to stand up and be recognized. If you helped somebody on the field get where they are today, stand up. Graduates, you need to cheer for them too. Give them a hand. All right. Some of this has already been said. It's okay for you guys to sober. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to set boundaries. Never forget that you are worthy, you're important, and you're lovable. Whether you're headed to college, or trade school, or the military, or the workforce, your path matters. Your presence is vital to the future that we all have as a community. And I'm going to leave you with a quote from Dr. Martin Luther King. Be the best of whatever you are. Congratulations. I told you we'd get to here, and you guys look amazing. Congratulations, GC students. Don't just move forward, level up, GC.
Thank you, Ms. Fair. All right, our last speech before handing out diplomas. No pressure, Mr. Fisher, no pressure. Comes from our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Derek Fisher. Having officially been superintendent for a decade now, Mr. Fisher continues to advocate for our students and make improvements to the district to enhance all parts of a student's educational life. Mr. Fisher continues to extend himself beyond our district, serving as the Vice President of the Michigan Alliance for School Opportunity, as well as the President-elect for the Wayne County Superintendents Association. We know that he will always make time for his son Jack and his Elvis gigs, but we are grateful to his commitment to Garden City Schools, helping us grow into such a great place to learn. Please welcome our superintendent, Mr. Derek Fisher.
Ms. Goller, thank you very much. And like all things Michigan, we've got a little rain here. I've got a little allergies kicking. And I promise, as my gift to you, the class of 2025, I will be brief. We like that. Let's clap for brief. Graduates, this evening you start a new chapter in your life. And collectively, the educators, friends, and family gathered here tonight celebrate this milestone event with you. This moment is built not only on your hard work, but also built on your dreams. As individuals, you've been tempered by the challenges that you have faced, and you have met the requirements to be considered graduates, as evidenced by your presence at this event. As you prepare to step into the world beyond the walls of Garden City High School, and as life takes you beyond the 6.1 square miles of our fair city, I want to leave you with a challenge. I encourage you to be more than just mere observers of the world you live in, and I ask you to reflect on a question borrowed from a quote from George Bernard Shaw. The quote reads, "You see things, and you say why, but I dream things that never were, and I say why not?" Class of 2025, I will tell you a hard and honest truth for some, but thankfully not for all. The reality is, for some, it is easy to accept things as they are. To see injustice, to see inequality, or to see wastefulness and say, well, that's just the way it is. Or maybe some say, we've always done it that way. Why change now? What I know is this: the world does not change when we shrug. Our world changes when someone dares to look at the way things are, and when that same person is courageous enough to imagine something better. That is how our world changes. Every major leap forward, every worthy invention, every revolutionary process began with a person who refused to settle for why, and instead dreamed, why not? Rosa Parks didn't just bend to Southern Jim Crow laws and ask, why me? Miss Parks stayed seated in defiance of racism and asked, why not equal rights? And as a result, the Montgomery bus boycott happened, and Miss Parks is revered by her nation as the mother of the civil rights movement. Who denied the right to vote, Susan B. Anthony didn't say, well, that's the way it is. Instead, she asked, why not the right for women to vote? Anthony's involvement with the women's suffrage movement ultimately led to the 19th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution in 1920. The right for women to vote as equals was guaranteed by law. The famous Detroit area entertainer turned philanthropist, Danny Thomas, didn't simply settle for why when he considered the plight of critically ill children. Danny Thomas was brave enough to ask why not, and as a result, St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital was established and continues to offer free medical care to critically ill children. His braveness in considering the why not resulted in a shift from a 20% survival rate for those with childhood cancer to over an 80% survival rate. And you, class of 2025, you are each capable of asking bold, unsettling, powerful why nots. The world needs dreamers, yes, but more importantly, the world needs doers. The world needs doers who dare to believe their dreams can become reality. Class of 2025, that is you. You are the doers. You are the agents for change. It is you that will answer the call. You have your youth, you have knowledge, you have your energy, and believe it or not, each one of you has a vision. And now you have a choice. You can follow a path that's been walked 1,000 times, or you can courageously blaze a new trail. Being a change agent doesn't mean you have to lead a movement or shake up the world overnight. Changing the world almost always starts by a seemingly small act. It starts by speaking up when it's uncomfortable. It starts by lifting others up as you rise. And it starts by imagining a better way of doing things and having the courage deep down to do it. So, class of 2025, when the world tells you that's just the way things are, I want you to remember today. I want you to remember Shaw's words, and I want you to respond not with resignation, but with courageous resolve. Graduates, never settle for what is. Create what could and should be. The world you're stepping into doesn't need more passive thinkers. It needs courageous builders, imaginative doers, and relentless dreamers. The world needs you. So class of 2025, here's your challenge, and here's your invitation. Dream the things that never were. Speak them aloud. Build them with your own hands. Let your life be the answer to a question the world hasn't asked yet. In the words of George Bernard Shaw, always ask, why not? Your entire school community wishes you luck, long life, and continued success. Do me a favor. Always remember your Cougar pride. Make us proud, change the world for the better, and be all that you can be. Class of 2025, you rock. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fisher. Mr. Fisher, Board of Education members, the students seated before you this evening have completed all of the requirements set forth by the State of Michigan and the Garden City Board of Education for the granting of a Garden City High School diploma. Mr. Fisher, by meeting all of the requirements, these graduates have earned all of the rights and privileges that are commensurate with the granting of their diploma. I now present to you the graduating class of 2025.
Ms. Kohler, recognizing that these graduates have met the requirements set forth by the Michigan Department of Education's Michigan Merit Curriculum and have met the requirements approved by the Garden City Schools Board of Education, I proudly accept this class, the class of 2025.
All right, now it's the good part. We would greatly appreciate it if everyone would please refrain from celebrating over the names of other students who are graduating alongside those you came to see. We want everyone to enjoy the memorable sound of that graduate's names they came to honor. Now, on with the diplomas.
All right, check.
Check.
Perfect. Let's get it started. Kyla Michelle Kaufman.
All right, go ahead.
Atlas Nixon.
Ashley Nicole Firma Asensio.
Haley Elizabeth Sapp.
Avery Elizabeth Bosman.
Tenley Nausida.
Brianne Dandy.
Trinity Seal.
Kyla Rose Briscoe.
Madison Ray Perkins.
Skylar Michelle Brody.
Lily Grace Novak.
Liliana Elizabeth Gutierrez.
Caitlin Lily Morton.
Gavin Iris Bender.
Sophie Maxine McGeorge.
Chase Talon Morton.
Tyrone Maurice Lofton.
Malak El Naim.
Savannah Danielle Samara.
Adriana Bergeron.
Rain Elizabeth Siebert.
Brianna Danielle Crane.
Chloe Sobasco.
Kimberly Fenner.
Kayla Maria Montes.
Olivia Hajet Camera.
Emilia Leilani Ochoa Salcedo.
Tiba Basil Kabi.
Go ahead. Haley Seguin.
Rihanna Hartley Edmonds.
Jada Eve Thomas.
Alea Nicole Johnson.
Julia McCutcheon.
Shem Asfour.
Lauren Treasel.
Dallas Gale.
Serenity Nicole Williams.
Guinevere Gray Glaza.
Cassidy Jean Vermilly.
Sarah Drain.
Elizabeth Mackenzie McCosh.
Dustin Klink.
Jax Wittenberg.
Mackenzie Daniela Brown.
Finn Orion McMillan.
Amir Hogan.
Nevaeh Aileen Montaigne.
Caleb Corasia.
Tristan Rael Street.
Bryce Connor.
Jacob Shank.
Ava Haskell.
Wesley Morgan.
Kayla Jackson.
Mobalaji Ojo Fetimi.
Abdul Haydari.
Ava Elizabeth Tank.
Kira Philhauer.
Remedy Wolf.
Miranda Lynn May Broglin.
Kara Elizabeth Smith.
Tia Marie Senafani.
Madison Ray Shapanik.
Addison Grace Devlin.
Jacob Lee.
Kayla Jane Booker.
Mojes Ramin.
Peyton Mary Giroir.
Emma May Miles.
Lane Cross.
Chloe Webb.
Brendan Haley.
Caleb Luthwaite.
Jaden Koski.
Samantha Rafi.
Alicia Alana Brantley.
Ileana Velez.
Marilyn Faith Banasak.
Alexander Negron.
Samantha Rose Heinz.
Jory Rager.
Morgan Riley Hudson.
Olivia Lucas.
Giselle Ivy Colazo.
Sarah Elizabeth Markey.
Brooklyn Marie Ambergy.
Caleb Elijah Runavara Ingram.
Jenna Banks Graham.
Karina Brianna Lorick.
Leah Jenkins.
Dravion Taylor.
Logan James Fisher.
Gary Lizette.
Caleb Gillingham.
Emily Peak.
Muhammad Ali.
Kendra Rose McCarty Dawson.
Aiden Johnson.
Javier Lopez Cisneros.
James Bush Jr.
Alexander Zaborski.
Peyton Coons.
Kevin Trudeau.
Chris Kosnewski.
Jordan Watkins.
Nicholas Eamon.
Aviance Love Steven.
Tyler Conley.
Noah Langer.
Layla Annabella Jerenick.
Landon Walk.
J.C. Hill.
Jordan Okens.
Caden Kogelman.
John Stewart.
Jamal Hall.
Maximus Wood.
Ryan Kamaku.
Tristan Young.
Brian Cadell.
DeAndre Page Jr.
Jaden Doucette.
Darrell McIntosh.
Emmanuel Eugene James.
Brendan Van Bell.
Olin Bennett.
Travis Smith.
Jacob Cornelius.
Brody Wolf.
Chase Hardy.
Edgar Ochoa Gonzalez.
Aiden Helton.
David Terrell Patton.
Nathan Baker.
Devin Wokopolin.
Anthony Davis.
Jordan Roberts.
Jake Collins.
Paul Palachak.
Noah Christopher Byer.
Evan Nemick.
Stephen Buter.
Maddie Madison Willems.
Dominic Dumas.
DJ White.
Ali Alfawadi.
Justin Williams.
Saif Al-Radi.
Paul Wint.
Ali Ahmad.
Charles Do Robleski.
Christopher Dale Briscoe.
Aaron Persinger.
Jacob Hudgens.
Carlos Miguel Torres.
Alex Donnarumma.
Morgan Jones.
Nathan Koss.
Noah Stevens.
Abbas Ali Bazoun.
Curtis Roberson.
We're just waiting for those photographers to catch up. That's all. Just waiting for the photographers to catch up. All right, there we go. Everybody say, I don't know if this is going to work, but let's do it anyways. See, like I told you, it's like magic. All right, like I told you, this is the shortest speech of the evening. It is the farewell. Every school has students, but Garden City High School has a family. The class of 2025 didn't just pass through the halls. You grew up here. You grew together in classrooms, on courts and fields, in musical rehearsals, and maybe even while running late through those very halls. No, never, never tardy. You've planted deep roots here, roots in community, kindness, resilience, and maybe even your love for those gooey school store cookies that somehow turned lunch into the best part of the day. And now it's time for wings. Some of you are heading off to college, some to careers, some to the military, and some are still figuring out. And that's all good. Really, wherever you go, however long it takes, you'll get there. Mark my words, it'll be fine. Now, if I may be honest for a moment, not all the learning looks the same. For example, I learned something very valuable this year. Right after I took a dive on an electric scooter in front of the entire student body. Lesson learned, you asked? Life may knock you down, but if you pop back up with a smile and maybe a joyful fist pump, you'll be just fine. Bonus points if you do it in front of a cheering crowd. And speaking of cheering crowds, I want to leave you with a quote from one of the great philosophers of our time. Okay, I'm not going to lie, it's actually from a movie, so it is not a philosopher. It is actually from Lilo and Stitch. She said, Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. Class of 2025, you will always be part of the Garden City family. Whether you're 5 miles down the road or 5 time zones away, this place, these people, these moments, they're part of you. So whatever comes next, take your roots, trust your wings, and never forget to level up, GC. Hats off to the class of 2025! All right, I know we talked about not Frisbees, but no one talked about 25-mile-an-hour winds this evening, so let's gather as much as you can and get back to your seats so we can celebrate.